Gracias, thank you so much. My nephew Josh Baca, yeah. Alright, then we'll do one more for you guys, okay? The classic, here we go. Gracias, thank you guys so much. Mr. Josh Baca, appreciate it, thank you. How about a round of applause for all the contestants, okay? Yeah. Thank you for having us.
Max and Josh Baca from the Grammy Award-winning Los Tex-Maniacs from San Antonio, Texas. Thank you so much, Max. Thank you, Josh. Okay, before we bring our next legendary accordion player up, I'm going to ask our good friend Mr. Juan Tejeda to come up and say a few words about the history of this music and its importance. Juan has been a great supporter of Texas Folklife and been in the history of our organization probably almost since the beginning. And he's helped us a lot in cultivating these traditions. So give him a round of applause for all that he does for us.
Thank you, Sarah, Cristina, Bailly, the Texas Folklife organization out of Austin. I just want to thank, once again, big round of applause for Max Baca, Grammy Award-winning Max Baca, Los Tex-Maniacs, Josh Baca. La tradición continúa. you know. And this is what I really like. This is for me what is very special, that you have Max and his nephew, you know, playing, you know, different generations, and la música continúa. And the music continues because of organizations such as this, such as Texas Folklife, that does this squeeze box competition, which is a very important competition throughout the statewide competition to present new young accordionists that are coming up, you know, and that we have a lot of talent out there. Que no, you saw some of it tonight, and they're doing things all over the state, in Corpus and in Valle, and of course the accordion kings and queens in Houston that culminates this whole competition, which is very important. And we need to get more accordions. There's a lot of them out there. You've seen them. And also I want to recognize the Conjunto Heritage Taller, because of the important work that they've been doing now for, what, about 15 years? 10 years. 10 years and teaching la tradición, teaching música de acordeón y bajo sexto for all these years here in San Antonio. And Mr. Benny Medina, I think one of our great teachers in the history of conjunto music. He's produced a lot of conjuntos and accordionists and bajistas that are performing out there right now in the public. You know, they're professional musicians, have come from these programs. Y claro que el Guadalupe Cultural Arts Center that I worked with for 18 years and still doing, you know, as of the last 7 years, the Tejano Conjunto Festival, getting ready for the 32nd annual. All of these things, all of these organizations are very important. Seguin, el Teatro de Artes de Juan Seguin, very important. Rudy started that program there. And in El Valle, personas como La Joya Independent School District, and of course the late great Benny Layton, who started that program. I want to recognize Benny because that's the only high school program in the state, except for 1 or 2 years in Houston, that they did una onda bien loca over there in Houston in the high school, that they had conjunto and norteño bands performing instead of the regular high school band. But La Joya Independent School District in El Valle has been the only one outside of that has consistently had a conjunto music program at the high school level. Y claro, you know, I've been at Palo Alto College now for the last 11 years, and we've had the first conjunto music program at the college university level in the whole United States, so I'm very proud of that. And I'm very proud to still be involved with the Guadalupe Cultural Arts Center and the Tejano Conjunto Festival. We're getting ready for the 32nd annual 32 años, you know, del Conjunto Festival. And of course, teaching acordeón y bajo sexto has always been a part of the Guadalupe since I've been there. And I remember 33 years ago that I first hired Valerio Longoria to be the first teacher in these community-based classes here in la comunidad de San Antonio hace como 33 años. And Valerio Longoria taught at the Guadalupe Cultural Arts Center for 20 years in a row and taught thousands of students, you know, over 2,000-3,000 students that many of them are performing professionally there también. So I'm just very proud to be a part of these programs like the Guadalupe and be a part of Texas Folklife and the Conjunto Heritage Taller and también Teatro de Artes de Juan Seguin. We're going to be presenting all of these programs and young conjunto artists at the 32nd annual Tejano Conjunto Festival coming up in May, from May 15th to 19th. I already put out the schedule. Have you seen the schedule? Posted on Facebook or Reyes Acordeones. We have a good lineup, I think, since I've been back here for the last 7 years. I think it's the best lineup. Some very special presentations, reunions, por ejemplo, Chalito Johnson y Los Paisanos. We're going to have a reunion of Chalito Johnson y Los Paisanos, and then showing how La Onda de Chalito, La Música, is continuing with his son, Ariel Johnson. And the focus this year is Conjunto, Música, Familia y Tradición. And that's what we're about. Y ustedes son la familia aquí de toda la raza y todos nosotros, la familia de Conjunto on a larger scale. So all these programs are very important. I'm glad to play a little part in promoting this because You know, our music is never going to die, right? Música de conjunto de acordeón. But we have to help it along. And that's why these programs are so very important, porque de repente, you know, they'll try to take it away from us if we're not careful. But es la música de nuestra raza, de nuestra gente. Nunca va a morir. But these are